disconnect the battery tender. Titanium. GP Shorty muffler. Once a month. Very, very badass motorcycle. Choke on. I think it's in neutral. I can't check unless I start it. It was in here. Disconnect battery tender. dirt bike. Inside of here is way fresher than the other bike. We just had that out on the trail a couple months ago. That's it, gentlemen. We'll hook the battery tender back up, keep it on a tender. Same with the other bike. Leave the doors open for a while, let it ventilate out. And we do have another vehicle that we have to start. Now this vehicle, my rig out here, we're gonna let the doors open so that it vents out. Come on, go. Now the last time I started this beast, there was some lag on the battery. Now we're gonna lift up the tarps. Otherwise it'll start sucking in the exhaust air. There's the exhaust. If you leave the tarps on, it starts to suck in that air. So we don't want that. But let's see what happens. Let's see what kind of draw we have when we go to start this beast. I believe I will be buying a new battery for it. Even though it's on a tender, let's see what happens. Huh. She started fine. Now we're also going to disconnect this tender. And we're going to let that run for about 10-15 minutes. We'll be taking this out to maybe Logandale Trail System here shortly. You'll get a series of good days and maybe this month, but just certainly January, certainly February, you'll have a series of very nice days where it'll be 70 degrees, 65, and you'll take it out. The cooler plug, it's inside the cooler. I washed this vehicle, so I washed the inside of that cooler. That's why it's in there. This is a beast also, gentlemen. 172 horsepower, 2-foot of suspension travel. It's designed to go very fast on very rough terrain. One of the most exhilarating rides you'll ever have. Way better than a Jeep. A Jeep has to go slow. This, you can go fast. I love my Jeep, gentlemen. But if you want to go fast over rough terrain, this is your Hucklebun. 90 miles an hour, fast okay to you? We put on some 34-inch tires on this beast. Took off the 30s that it comes with, which are right here. Razors, I think they come with 28s. This is a beast in itself also, guys. You know, a lot of front and rear bumper accessories on here. You get a $2,500 sound system in the roof. You've got your visor. You've got a flick visor right here. Anti-intrusion bar. All kinds of storage bags. Oh. I'm missing my buko knife. For those of you who don't know what a buko knife is, it's a very, very big knife. It's a Rambo knife. Now, it should not be in here, but you never fucking know. Yeah, front rear bumper, cooler, spare tire rack. This is the ultimate off-road. Ultimate off-road rig. Yeah, just checking my fuel. I've got three bars, so I just put fresh fuel in here a couple months ago. So this fuel is good. The oil is good. The differentials are good. It's good for this next coming up season. One of the first trips you do during the year is you do go to Tropic Reservoir, and this Hucklebun is your bread and butter over there, along with your dirt bike. That's usually in June when it warms up in Utah. And the new Jeep will be towing this up there, so. Yeah, let it run for a while. Let it run that old fuel through the fuel injectors. You know, get it out. Get fresher fuel into the injectors. Keep circulating the fuel. I just can't wait to get my 500 to 1,000 mile torque on this Jeep. I hope I don't forget. I put that 4-foot step ladder over there. One day I'll be looking for it and I won't be able to find it because I put it over there. I should be putting that back outside of that door over there so that when I need it, I find it, because over here you might not find it and you might get pissed. You can spend days looking for it. Like my buko knife. I usually, let's leave this open. I usually find shit for the longest time. I was going to show you something here. There's a pin here. I had another one of these pins, locking pins, and for the longest time I couldn't find it, and it was right here underneath, hidden, but I looked there a million times and never saw it. So after months, I ended up buying another one. This one I like better because not only does it lock, but you also have a pin that goes through. That's a good. But I couldn't find it for the longest time. I thought I lost it. And then I found it. Now this buku knife that I lost, it's a Rambo knife. You know, it's probably about 12 inches long total, 8-inch blade, something like that. I cannot find that. Now I did take it with me camping when I went to Caliente last year. And I don't think I took it on any other camping trip. Certainly, I did take the car to Navajo. I may have taken it on that trip, but I think I told myself don't take it on that trip, and I don't think I took it. But the bottom line is I cannot find that fucker. But I'm going to tell you, one of these days, I'll probably find it in this garage somewhere. It normally would be right here or on the other side of that bike, but it ain't. It's weird. You know, maybe I finally did lose something. You know, maybe I did lose that knife. I doubt it. I feel really good about finding it. How's everybody doing, kids? I should take this for a ride around the block. But every time I do, my neighbor calls the cops. But by the time the cops get here, I'm pulling back into my driveway. The last time I was pulling back into my driveway when they drove down the street. Anyways. Okay, we got to get going. We did good to, I guess that battery's good. I'm going to call. Okay, I'm going to take the battery tender and charge it back in. Plug it back in. Here's the battery tender, gentlemen. I'm gonna call my bro down at Pro Sport. They sell these things. The parts guy's name is Jesse. I'm gonna call him and say, hey, listen, how long do these batteries last in these babies? And if he says like 5-6 years, I'll say, okay. You know, one thing you don't, I always take a jumper with me. I always take a compressor with me when I go too. I've had flat tires where you have to put air in. But you always take a jumper with you. I've never needed a jumper, but it's something that you better have, especially when you have a $2,500 sound system in your roof where you may pull over and have it playing for too long. You know what I'm saying? It never happens because usually if it's been on for a while, the stereo, you start it up. So, but there's always a first time. I mean, I've run my battery dead playing a stereo before, so not on that particular rig, but on other shit, if you know what I mean, guys. But anyways, that's it. Just another day in the life and times of the mountain bike man. Pretty soon we'll transfer everything from this Jeep. These off-road lights, there's 6 of them of extras up there on the roof. There's 2 spot beams, 2 flood beams, black. They're gonna come right down here on the bumper. You can put 3 of them, boom, boom, boom. And same thing on this side. Boom, boom, boom. Now you can't use bolts or anything. You have to use self-tappers. And there's an auxiliary, 4 auxiliary switches inside of the Jeep. I will show you this installation, but they're right underneath here near the battery. You expose those wires for the auxiliary switches, and these 6 lights, 4 spot beams and 2 floods will be on auxiliary number 1. Then later down the line, if it works out well, we've got 2 more right here, and then 4, 6. So that's 8. And then if it works out good, 2 more right here. And then we'll put the 10-inch spotlight right here. So 10-inch spotlight. I don't know if you could see my fingers, but we'll start with the 6 first and then go from there. But ultimately what you're going to end up doing is turning this bumper into a 6-foot light bar. Oh, now that we're on something, I'm going to show you something. This is funny. Okay, guys, say you're traveling down the road. Say you're traveling down the road, right? Let's say, for example, you're traveling down the road and you need someplace. I'm just going to stick this light here real quick. I got to grab something so I can keep this train of thought going. Fuck, be careful. Okay, you're traveling down the road, right? And you find this keychain. And you're like, where should I put it? Boom. Or you're traveling down the road and you find your skateboard wrench and you're like, where should I put it? Or maybe you have a box of Tic Tacs. Okay? But ladies and gentlemen, it's not for that. It's for that. That is an anti-road rage mechanism. But anyways, yeah, I installed a couple of these yesterday. There's another one on the other side. So it's for holding the Glock. But I thought it was cool to do a presentation on different shit that you can put there. Now, we shouldn't be fucking around with this gun. Thing you got to remember with a Glock is the safety is on the trigger. So you got to be very conscious of that. In. Yep. Be very careful, gentlemen. Put that back in. Oh. I don't even know if you caught any of that. I was thinking the light was the camera. But anyways, we installed these little babies for your Glock. They're good magnets. Be careful. One thing we don't want to do is discharge that weapon accidentally and make ourselves look like fools. But that's exactly what they're for. I was showing you all this bullshit. You know, they're not for that. It's not for that. And it's not for this. It's for your Glock. Like I said, I've got another one on the other side. I do have 2 of these weapons. So it also works for your Walther PPK, of course. But I thought it was kind of cool. We do have a couple of these. These are like things that you want to put over the gun, so it's not so visible to the human eye. Someone looking inside of the vehicle when you've got it locked up and you're inside a Costco supermarket or something. But anyways, yeah, we did that install yesterday. They seem to be good magnets. We did go for one ride. They didn't even budge. Now, I had some other magnets in the other car and my other Jeep, and they were shitty. They were just epoxied on. And forget about, these are screwed in, gentlemen. Forget about using the glue. You know, if you live in the desert or any hot climate or anywhere in the world, United States, even fucking Canada, in the summer it's hot. That thing will fall right to the floor. You know, the only way you can put these on is by screwing them in. The adhesive is a bunch of bullshit. But anyways, I did want to show you that install, and like I said, there is another one on the other side. So it's kind of cool to be able to carry your guns like that within hand's reach. They're road rage deterrent devices. Road rage deterrent devices. Anyways. Okay, I think this video might be too long. Okay, we're gonna shut her down. I gotta get ready to go to work, make some money. I'm already past my time. Geez, I hope you can see all of that. I was doing the video and I think I was bending down too low. Okay, so let's see, the dirt bike's on charge, this is on charge, that's back on charge. My rig, I showed you the install yesterday. Okay, we did lock that up. Okay, good. Good to go. We're good to go. I'm going to shut you down.